Hi guys, another quick update. The 28th, I think so, yeah, 28th or 27th. I'm losing track of time and days. Been down the allotment this morning, then come down just after lunchtime with my dad for an hour or so. It was too hot to continue, so my dad went home and I went to the pub for a pint. And I've come back down now and it's much better now. I've been down here probably about 3 hours now. Here you go, is what's happening so far. As you can see, Wester's looking okay. Cabbage, Brussels sprouts, Romanesco collies, that's purple sprouting broccoli. Gotta get the labels redone on these. These are ones that were in the polytunnel, so I'm going to leave these out. It's been so hot it's burnt them all. This was curly kale, the ones I got left in, and some other bits and pieces, some white cauliflowers there which I've got to go in here. My potatoes have come up, and some rogue ones as well. So obviously potatoes were grown in here beforehand, which okay isn't the world's greatest thing to do, but as a main crop, Sarpa Moira coming up nicely. International kidneys, they went in really late, but they're doing really well. They're all coming up, as you can see. Onions, absolute rubbish. Gone to seed, got God knows what. Weeds everywhere. Loads of water come down. I've watered them, but I think they've got. Trying to think what the disease is, the thing on the roots. But anyway, garlic's still growing. Anything garlic going to scapes now. I'm just going to let them flower because it doesn't really matter with the garlic. It doesn't really do a lot of harm to them. But they're all looking okay. This side of the onions, absolute pants. I'm ripping all that out like tomorrow, giving up with it. The only thing about the garlic in this bed, I noticed that this one had gone completely brown and it got bits of white on the bottom, which doesn't bode well. But you never know. I'm going to leave the rest in because they look a lot healthier than that. So it might have only just been that. So I'm getting rid of that, burn that. Dad's plot, rhubarb doing really well. Still going. One of the beans are in. I think my last video, I think they were all a bit wilted. I've got to straighten them up. I'm not going to do it tonight, I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'll straighten them up and tie them up probably to give them a bit of a helping hand. This has been filled up with the compost that I had over there in the bags, which a lot of people said to use. I'll ask the question. People say it looks okay. It is. It's got a few rogue bits of plasticky type of things in, but I'll get those out over the year. But no, it looks really good stuff. You've got bits of metal and things like that, and bits of plastic. But I'll go through that. That's where my butternut squash and my sweet corn's going to go anyway. So that's not finished yet, but I've levelled it out a little bit. These are potatoes that went in a while back in buckets and were hit by the frost, and there's no growth. Well, there was bits of growth, but not really that much. But they've decided to go, hey ho, I'm going to grow now. Again, we've given them a good watering. We've just had a little shower, but it's next to nothing because raw beans, as you can see, are dry still. I thought we were going to have a downpour yesterday and today, but we haven't. I think I'm going to have to stake these up now because they're getting blown around a bit. And I've got the inevitable aphid problem. I did take one of them tops off early today. You can see there's ants all over them, so they will be harvesting them and collecting them. Bees are everywhere, but I've got to admit, flower wise, and hopefully I can set, there's loads there. If they don't set, they don't set. They still look lovely with the flowers. There's some purple ones here as well, which I've put in. Some of them didn't survive, but there's a couple there. Something a bit different. So they all look quite nice. Bees are doing okay. Considering again I haven't done anything with them. News on the other plot. I didn't get it, but there's some guys that have had it, and they've been badgering me and asking lots of questions, and fair play to them. There's been about 6 or 7 of them that come down, and they're a good bunch. They've done really well, and they've cleared it all. I've said to them that if they want anything, ask, and I can borrow any of my tools as long as I put them back. But they're sound guys. He's opening his greenhouse like I told him to, because they were getting very hot. But he's a complete newbie to it. I've told him, well I haven't told him, that's the wrong word. I have said to him I'd suggest you get this all cleared, this part here. Get some compost bins and you can move all your stuff down here. And tied up these raspberry canes, because you'll have loads of raspberries, but he needs to really start getting that done. But they've only had it a week or so. They had it last Thursday, I think. That's okay, that's cool. I don't mind, as long as somebody's got it. There are other little half plots available on here, so I can always grab one of those. And if we got the top end now, I've put some marigolds in, some more runner beans up here, and some more brassicas, some chard there, some collies, purple sprouting broccoli, and I've put some celery in there. Guys, I've never grown celery before. Have I put these in the right spacing? Or is that too far away from one another? Or is it too close? I don't know. Sweet peas are standing up now. Starting to climb up, and we'll hopefully attach that string, and then I'll do another piece of string a bit further up later on. Lavenders has settled down, it's took. And this is the same, apart from some of the sweet peas look a bit worse for wear compared to over there. I've left that 2 trugs in there. This was charred again. But as you can see, it's a mirror image, like I say. It's exactly the same as the other side. So that when you walk down the middle here, it will hopefully not look identical, but mirror one side to the other. That's my idea anyway. And this will be the same as over there, but I'm leaving it till tomorrow to sow the stuff here, so that it's a little bit later than these. This radish and salad crops and carrots and various bits and pieces. Onions over here, here's a good weed, another hand weed. Some of them have gone to seed, and some of them have gone curly whirly. It's just the weather we've had, and I've been so busy, but you never know. Some of them have died, like this one here I think has had it. Anyway, I'll get what I get. The marigolds, I think those have died in the heat. Rebecca, I've put them outside. Some more peas and that, I've just had it now. The heat in the polytunnel was so bad. Strawberries, more strawberries. I've given up the ghost with these canes. Absolutely shockingly bad. I think I'll just pull them out in in fact I might just pull them out now and just put tomatoes, outdoor tomatoes in, or cucumbers or something. These are the good weeding. It's all this stuff that was blooming came in with the floods that we had last year. It's alright to get out, it's just a pain. But I have got when I get paid, I've got to buy some more covering and do the paths. That's level, this one's level, that one's level, that one's got to be slight, got to be levelled off a bit more. And then we put down, membrane down here. And this is for Mr. Coleman. Okay, I'm tidying up, I'm putting my wood up there. I've got to tidy up just here. I'm going to get this wood broken down and then stacked up. I've left all this on here because I've sorted it all out, but it's keeping the weeds down anyway. I've took some potatoes out of there as well that were from probably about 4 years ago. Somebody must have put them in on the pathway. So general tidy up. Polytunnel. Believe it or not, this is tidy-ish. Tidying up the far end, getting rid of a load of old boxes and stuff, getting rid of the clutter, stringing things up now properly on this other side, tomato plants and whatever. These tomato plants for people at work, etc. So they'll all be going. My air pots that I've used, obviously from some of the tomato plants I've put in here, because I've run out of the halos, and the cucumbers on the back. So it's getting there. Tomato plants are doing brilliant. I've never had tomatoes this early in my life. Obviously it's because I've got this polytunnel. They do really well, flowering. You've seen the cherry ones or bush varieties. There's tomatoes already on here. I don't disturb it too much, but you've seen these before. Obviously not going red yet. Butternut squashes. Yeah, they're getting ready to go out. Lettuce leaves, or cut and come again, or whatever you want to call them, plus rocket, doing great. So it's just a matter of keeping them away from the sun and burning. You guys out there that have got polytunnels or had them for a while, or even greenhouses, because I've never had this type of thing before. I've had the little plastic greenhouses at home, the walking ones as in 6 foot by 3 foot as well. But if you guys out there, how would you keep the sun down in here in the summer? I know we've had a bit of a freak weather for the last week or so, but I was thinking about putting some stuff on the inside, a little bit of cloth, bit of netting or something, because this isn't clear, it's the green stuff, so it doesn't get quite as hot as the others, or should I say the sun gets hot. But is there anything you would suggest to do? I've watered the bottom, I've watered the floor, I've put slow down a bit, but I've put the gravel trays I've filled with water with the plants in to try and keep the humidity correct. Just let me know. Sweet corn now is doing alright now, where it needs to be potted onto tubes, which I will do tomorrow. It's looking good. Still a bit of a mess, Mr. C or Mrs. C. But I've just got to move this multi-purpose so I can keep walking between the 2 doors. It's because I collect a lot of things. I've got so much stuff from Tiverdale, lots of bits and pieces. Packets of seeds are everywhere. I've got to sort all that out tomorrow. I just tipped all that out of the box. But I'm pooped. I've had enough today. I think it's just about to rain. I haven't got my coat, but hey ho. Some more beans growing. Chilies and peppers are doing fine. Some more tomato plants there, which are marmar, which I am going to pot on tomorrow for people. Marigolds. Oh, I forgot to say, that's number 1. He will be potted on into one of my air pots very soon. In fact, it'll be done. No, I'm not going to do it tonight. I'm going to do it tomorrow. And there's my potato from the skin, or whatever you call it, peel, chitted. I think that's about it really, guys. There's some of the other butternut squash ready for this season. And I will show you what the temperature is. I reset this early today. 36.4 highest, 18.1. Let's reset it. It's 18.1 now, so it's getting cooler now. Doors have been open. Anyway guys, have a good one. Have a good bank holiday for those that are over here in the UK. For the rest of you overseas or whatever, have a good, well, rest of the weekend. And as somebody says, Mr. Fenster, go play in some dirt. And I still haven't got a beer to hand. I'm gonna have to get a can for down here, so I can say at the end it's now time for a beer. But it is time for a beer. I'm going home. Cheers guys, bye bye.